everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Red Flag series. And like always, I'm here with another guest, and we're going to be talking about red flags when you're finding a spouse. So I'll let her introduce herself. Take it away.
Hi guys. My name is Aisha Jags. What else should I say?
Everything, man.
Oh,
Tell them everything.
I'm a content creator. I'm a business person in general. Anyways, I'm here.
Tell them your business. You sell baby clothes.
Okay, yeah, that's true, you guys.
And my
I
page is
sell
that-
children pajamas, and it's Zafi Kiddies. What else? That's all basically. I am basically a content creator and a business owner. I sell children pajamas. I create content as well, content about lifestyle, motherhood, and everything in between. Yeah, so that's
She's a
me.
mom and she's a wife.
Yeah, I'm a mom and I'm a wife.
Yes.
A mom of 3.
She's a boy mom too. She has 2 boys and a girl. So
Yeah,
boy moms are special.
They are going through it.
I'm telling you. Me, I have 1 child, but I'm still seeing shaggy, so I can understand 2 boys. See,
one boy is like 10 child in one, then 2.
Swear.
That's
Man,
like 20.
It's not easy. Anyways, let's get into it. So Aisha has been married for a while now. I
10
think
years.
10 years.
11
10
years this year.
So anybody that has had 1 month in marriage can give you advice and should take it. So 10 years, don't be beans.
I did even 2 days.
Even 2 days. So even 2 days in marriage, they can give you advice and you should take it. So Aisha is going to tell us some red flags that you should look out for. If like pre-dating stage, before even the marriage, what are some of the things, if the man is trying to toast you should be looking out for before you say I do?
Okay. So there's one thing I always say is that you should, when people say, when you're dating a guy and he's like, no, nobody can talk to me, nobody can do this to me, like they don't have anybody that they are scared
They are
of.
listening to. Yes.
Or
They can't hear their parents, their uncles, nobody.
Carry your
Run.
shoes
Start running.
and run. Because
But that's true. Because after marriage, then who will you take your cry to?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, why are you with someone? Like, when someone, they'll be like, he's a man of himself. He say nobody can talk to him. I'm like, oh, really? Don't worry. You
see
when you
Shege
enter,
Pro Max.
Shege.
When he's showing you shaggy and there's nobody that you can go and talk to so that they'll talk to him and he'll listen. That's when
Or
he wins.
people that, like those guys that will just say, I'm not really a family person. I'm not there are some people that when they go to uni, they, like, probably, let's say you were born and brought up in, let's say, Kwara State, and maybe you schooled in Abuja, and after school probably you
Decided to
served
stay.
here in Abuja, and then you do not go home again. You are just here. Then there are people like that, especially in this town. Then you now have, like,
So
your
wait.
friends are now your circle.
4 years plus 5 years
So
extra
you'll be going
NYC.
home now, but
then
home is just probably when you want to just go and do something. But it's not like
you have relocated yourself
you
back to
relocated
Abuja.
yourself. Even when you didn't get, you're like, let me also. And then they are no longer like a family person. Like, I believe that you should be with somebody that holds their family in high esteem.
Yeah. Do you know what
I'm not
funny
saying
thing?
people that will put their family on their head and probably they don't have a mind of their own, but to an extent. Because I believe that the way you treat your family is the same way you treat mine.
Exactly. Somebody said that too in one of the episodes. Somebody that holds family values, very important.
Exactly.
That's a huge green flag. You should make sure you find somebody like that.
Yes, because I seriously don't, like, there are some things that people see as flex, and it is not a flex. Like,
Honestly, I feel like if he can do that, ignore his parents. Because he's
no,
ignoring
imagine if that kind of person, then you are the family type. You are the one that have your family, like, your family is always like, they should stay in their house now.
Honestly. For example, let me tell you people one gossip. I have a friend like this that married one old lady that in their house they're like 40. Siblings, 40. And him is this kind of person that's like, I don't send my people, like, if we meet, we meet. Imagine marrying into a family that has 40 children. 4 wives, 40 children. Anything he will call and be complaining. Her sister has come today. Her did. So if you're somebody that is family oriented or you come from a large family,
but there should be boundaries, right?
In that kind of family, can you really have boundaries like that?
Yes, you can.
How? So she should not tell
now,
her
for
sibling to come.
instance, my mom is from that kind of family, a large family. There are a lot. As in, there are plenty.
And my mom too, they're like
Just like to tell
21
her.
or 22.
My grandfather's children, they are up to 40.
More.
But there should be boundaries.
Okay. So if you have junior siblings and they want to come to your house, say I want to come and do weekend, like, what should you do as an elder sister?
As an elder sister, number one, you're coming to my house, come and do. You know that as we say, okay, be with somebody that holds family in high esteem. That's why I'm telling you that there should be boundary. You're coming to my house to do, is it conducive for me? Do I live in a house that you and my husband will not jam each other on the road? Do I live in a house that everybody will be comfortable on their own?
2-bedroom house. And then 4 sisters will come.
See, all those people that they will say you are getting married and you are going with a sibling, only if probably you are the only person, only family that your sibling has. Because I don't see how a newlywed is going into marriage with somebody else, like a grown-up. All those times that you have time to be free in your house. I know that having a visitor in the house now, the person that wants to come and visit, what is the reason for the visit? If you don't have enough space.
In this case, it's just flexing. From your point, I can actually see that maybe he has a point complaining.
It has to be conducive. And it has to be siblings that when they come, they are not even putting more burdens on you, or the one that will come to your house and had more work for you.
More. He was complaining about the fish that they used to eat and the chicken. Crate of egg that used to last him one week was finishing the very next day.
So and then when someone is in your house, like, obviously they will eat. Because now, for me, I am someone that even have a lot of people in my house. But even if you're in my house and you're eating the food, at least have impact. If you're my sibling and you're living in my house, at least even if it's that, my sister will not take her children to school today, or I will be helping with pick up, or I'll be helping with drop off. Help with something at least. Don't just go to somebody's house and be a burden. Because it is very, very annoying. It is more than enough. Just imagine housing somebody in this economy and feeding the person.
Do you know, I had a cousin that came to my house. Him and his wife, I would wake up in the morning and go to work and come back and meet plates that they've eaten.
Dirty plates?
Yes, in the sink. And that, they went out and that she didn't have time to wash it. Me that woke up and left 7 a.m., I came back by 6 to meet dirty plates of you and your husband in my house that I'm housing you.
My dear, they are gone. I'm not that nice.
Okay.
I asked my younger brother to leave my house. My younger brother was in my house and I had to ask him.
Actually, is this not a red flag? Family is family. Why would you send your brother away?
Now, let me tell you something. That's what I'm telling you, there should be boundaries. Boundaries. You are my younger brother. You are living in my house. What are you helping me with? Nothing. I even let that go. There is an extent to which someone that is quiet or someone that takes in family, there's an extent to which you can take some things.
Yeah.
He did not come to my house and stay for 1 month and I chased him. He has lived in my house for years. And I have been taking it. But you know, there will be one thing that you will do. All those things that you have been doing all these years, you pack everything that day. That's the day in fact, what you will do that day will not be up to what you have been doing before, but you know, because it has been piled up. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying, that there should be boundaries. If anybody's staying in you cannot be in somebody's house and I have stayed with people. While I was growing up, when I was in uni, my parents are in Kwara. I schooled in Zaria. I had a family friend, a cousin that is in Kaduna. I used to go there. Just imagine that I was very, very maybe dismissive and I wasn't nice to her.
But you're very hardworking now. I know that I used to cook for them.
Not.
You are not?
I'm not that hardworking.
From your videos.
If I am in someone's house, I try to be very useful.
Okay.
Do you understand? Like, there are some things that in my house, I just like, I'm not ready to do it. But if I'm in somewan's house, I'll put in effort. Because I remember when we moved to Abuja 2015, I stayed in my cousin's house. And I was married though. But I stayed in her house. And I was doing NYSC. I would come here. I'll come to her house. When I'm back home, most times she'll meet me cutting something and her baby's on my back. She's like, why is her nanny not coming? I was like, but I'm here. Like, the baby's auntie is here. So why should? I'm only helping.
I understand what you mean.
Do you understand? Like, just be answered so that at least the person, you know, when you now leave, when you go back to, you're like, we miss Aisha. I have never said that about my brother since the day.
God, oh. But even as a man like this now, he shouldn't be in the house and you're driving to do anything. Not market, not school runs, nothing.
And
The life should not even finish.
I'm not
when
even the kind of person that will tell you do these things for me. But I believe that. See,
no, you have to do them.
that's just
Nobody. Oh, yeah, now tell us another point.
Okay.
Something else to look for.
Oh, you know those men that before they are married, when you come and visit them, there are a lot of boys living in their house. And then
the man that is housing 20 men, every room has like 5 men inside. Yeah. He's the head of the household. Then all those other ones, they are his friends, his uncle, his extended family members.
Even his friends.
Oh my God, I know somebody like that. Until today,
he has
not been able to marry. He can't even marry.
No, because the one that even marry said they will not go. Even if they go, they are practically in your house. So just leave your house.
But how will you know this thing if you're dating the man? How will you know?
People don't used to go to people's houses when they are dating them.
In our culture,
you don't used to visit your boyfriend if you are visiting.
But wait, in our culture, the boyfriend is in his father's house. Will you go to his father's house? Yes. Mostly,
even when he's working.
Yes, except if he's working in another state. But then even at that, he'll probably live in an auntie's house. But even if he has his pace,
you know,
we don't. We know.
But to an extent, you will know.
But me, I'm old school. I married 10 years ago. I'm old school. I don't know if they are doing it now. But based on my time,
now let me tell you from
on my time,
where I'm from,
you can't even go to his mother's house. Who's carrying you there?
See, somebody we know each other. Where I'm from, then we know each other. Somebody will tell me it's just now. Ilorin is not a big space. It's big, or it's a big town, but we know each other. Like there's no way if someone from Ilorin is here and I've never met the person, maybe my surname person will be like, oh, I know you. I know someone in your house. Or I know this, I know that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, that is like, and you see, when somebody's telling you, the guy is like that, you're like, no, it cannot be like that to me. Or at least find out.
Me, I even feel like if anybody should tell you the guy is like that, it's like that. Because anyway, people can just lie, but still.
But at least when you hear something, don't be dismissive about it. Don't be dismissive about it. Ask questions, ask around. What's up with this person? Ask people. Ask questions about whoever it is that you want to be with before they go and serve you like breakfast.
What's amala?
Amala is yummy now. Amala. It's like you should ask questions, Sha, because these men.
Okay, so Aisha said 2 points. Number 1, the first one she said, if they tell you about the man, find out, because there might be an atom of truth. Then if the man is housing 300 million people in his house, find out, is a red flag. And if the man is like, me, nobody, and me, I'm like, I be boss. Nobody can talk to me. I'm my own person. Huge red flag.
Yeah.
Huge red flag. Okay, so now balance this your red flags for me with 3 green flags that you feel like, okay, if a man possesses this, marry him.
Okay. Let's see. One thing is, when people say, I want a man that is religious, I don't know. I feel somehow about it. Because religion is very, very debatable. Okay. Some people, they are just, I know Allah, I'm praying. I believe a man that has
spiritual and God-fearing. Yes.
That is scared.
Of consequences.
Consequences. And someone that is really kind, like,
wait, why are people repeating your answers?
Everything that is the truth.
Yes, but then
what is the truth?
Okay.
Do you know if you are with a wicked person?
Wallahi.
God forbid. You know a wicked person will look at you and be like, this girl, you will suffer.
You don't know anything, you go see shege.
And then a man that would encourage you and tell you, oh, this is nice. You can, even if he knows that this thing she will not put through. But like the encouragement, not those men. I'm like, this one, no, don't do that to that one.
Like I know somebody, this one, she's my auntie self. She wanted to go back to school. School far. She told this man, the man said, he told her that you do even have the head to go to school. Imagine.
Now just imagine. I know that now it's now a two-way thing. I know women that when they say that, she will try to prove him wrong.
She actually did that. She said, okay, I'll pay for the school by myself.
And I will go.
Yes, and I'll go and I'll do well. So me, I'm actually rooting for her. Good luck, man. I'll help you read for exams. But a man that cannot support you, That's a huge
Yeah,
red flag.
that's
It's a huge red flag. Look for a man that is there for you when he says, when you say, okay, I want to do this, even if he knows that you might not likely do it or do it even well, he'll still encourage you and support you.
But you know that there's one thing I always say that people find it very hard. You know, I like when a man has like a good relationship with his mom.
Me too.
But people be like,
I actually don't have a
boy.
problem. I don't care for a mama's boy. The only thing I care about is if she's making decisions in my household. That's when it's
having
an issue
a good
for me.
relationship with his mom does not mean that he doesn't have a mind of his own.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because you know that
it even shows that a man is empathic. If you can actually be close to your mom, that means you see
you
see your mom, you see some of her challenges, you see her strengths, her weaknesses, and you can actually be empathic about it.
Exactly.
Yes. So
I see.
I tell you about an empathic person.
I see that as a green flag. Like if he has that relationship, not the one that say, I want to call my mom before we do something. Not that one.
Or the one that we say, okay, say for example, now you want to travel. I'm not sure. Let me call mama and ask mama what mama will say. That kind of.
Or the one that
that is a red flag.
Yeah. That one. That's not the one. No. Having a good relationship with your mom is not the one she just mentioned.
But the one that actually cares for the well-being of his mother.
And it's
that's
scary.
a green flag. Yes, and it's scary.
It sounds very basic, but a kind man.
You can never ever. I don't think there's anything that's more important than marrying a kind man. Wallahi, because sometimes there will not be love in the relationship.
Friendship
is that
I feel
kindness.
Like friendship in marriage is paramount. It's
to
more
kindness.
Important to
love. That's true.
Love.
That's true.
It's not
love is like this.
Because sometimes you guys like you have
fight and you ask yourself, do I even like this person?
You don't even like not talk of love at that
honestly
point.
You'll be like, do I even like this person? Talk less of love. Is that friendship actually? You know that feeling when something happens and he's pinching you to tell him? That's friendship.
Exactly. Like
you know, when something happens in your life kind of and you don't feel like you should tell your husband, it's a red flag.
What is she saying again?
Yes.
Because I feel like your husband should be the first person you are calling when something happens.
Isn't that even the core of marriage? Like, for example, before I married, my father asked me, why do you want to marry? And I told him, I'm looking for a companion. That's why I want to marry. I'm looking for companionship. I don't want to be old. And then I want my person. I don't know, you understand what I mean now? I want my person. So even now in my marriage, like, me, I know they hold grudge. I don't hold grudges with my husband though. I can be upset with him, but if I have gist or something is pinching me, I'll tell him, guy, do you know that?
I say, hold on with our fight.
Do you know that so and this? He will answer me, when Bosha, I've told you. Exactly. And then later I'll come and, but I was telling you, like, there's still a point in a relationship when there's beef. There will be beef because you pick somebody from outside.
That type of relationship happens with time. It's not something you just
no, Asha. I don't believe it happens with from the moment you people are cutting. That friendship should be there.
No, it's there, but the thought of you, there's something in your mind, and the only person you're thinking of.
And that one is after you people have gone well. But
yes, most people when they see a lady, like what most men see a lady, like I want her, I like her. But those ones that will just go straight into relationship. I don't know.
How about people that marry in less than 2 months?
But I met my husband in less than a year, and we got married.
Less than 2 months?
No, not less than 2 months.
In less than a year is okay now. And I believe during that time people were talking a lot. And like you said, the family, people know each other like that.
In fact, it was after I met my husband that I realized that they are my auntie's neighbor, and I used to stay in my auntie's house.
So that means you know them well.
I didn't know them.
But
we know, like we had mutuals. But I didn't know them like personally. Like, so that's why I'm saying that at the end of the day, you will hear things. Like there's some things that I heard like before we got married, and after I got married, I was like, oh, okay, it's true.
It's true.
It's true. So that's like when you hear something, don't just.
But what if you hear something and you go and confront them and they say it's not true? It's not true. They're just trying to spoil my name.
Who are you confronting?
The person.
Is that how they used to find out something? No. Now why are you asking the person?
Some things, won't you ask the person?
No, the person.
Okay.
One person told you something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's that person's word against one person. If you go and ask the other person, say no, that's not finding out. What are you finding? That's not
So
they
go and
find out
ask the
something.
people around first.
Yes.
Before you now confront the person.
That's what I'm telling you about where I'm from. Where I'm from, like I remember when my husband met me. My mom would come home and say some people are asking about her in the office.
From him, from his
Yoruba people call it iwadi. They will do investigation on your head. You will not even know. Nobody's coming to meet you in person.
Direct, yes, but they'll ask people
But
that
you
know
will
people
know that people are
people.
asking about you. So that they don't go and enter bad
Stories
markets.
that touch,
Yes.
honestly.
So it's you don't ask this person directly. Like when you've now asked like 2 people or 3 people and they're saying the same thing.
For
Even
sure,
if you go
that's
and
the
meet
person's
that
character.
person and the person says it's a lie,
Yeah.
how can 3 different people be
The
lying?
evidence is showing that it is so. I see your point. Come on. It's not easy.
At the
For
end
a
of the day,
lifelong-
marriage is black market until you enter.
Me, I always say you might have you do your checks and balances, but in the end, is when you enter that
you
you
will know.
meet the best you can
In
do
fact,
for
you know those people
yourself.
that will say they dated for so long. It doesn't
I did though.
guarantee.
Do you know I
guarantee
did?
the
I
kind of
dated my
marriage you will
husband
have,
for
oh.
like I think 10 years before, but then I didn't date him per se. We were friends for a very long time until we started dating and then we married.
How long people date?
Officially. You 11, 12, 13, 14, 4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
You 11, did you go to ABU?
Yeah, no. So I dated him for like 4 years, but then I knew him because his sister was my friend in university. In my first
So
year
now,
before I did
do you want to say that those 4 years that you guys dated for, like,
there was really nothing.
so
it was just
like,
buying
after you
time
guys-
to the marriage
yeah,
because
so
I
after you
already
guys
know
got
him.
married, did anything change?
No.
You are one
Not
of
really.
the lucky ones.
No, nothing major. Of course, with life.
You know, there's
I
some
feel
men
like every
that
man
when you
in every
marry,
instance of their life, there's changes. The man you
even
meet,
as a woman,
yes, the man you meet outside is different from the husband. The husband is different from the parent. So and then the parent is different from the second parent. If he's a first-time father, it's different from a second-time father. So for every level of life, the man changes. He kind of metamorphoses.
even the woman changes as well.
It's true, Sha.
You don't tell me that you are the same thing.
Yes.
No, you are not.
Are you sure?
Yes,
I feel like
you're
I've
not.
grown up, Sha. I'm smarter, I'm wiser, I'm more.
And your brain
more,
are more developed. You want to
true,
say
Sha.
that that some
the
things
nonsense
that
I would have done before, I can never do now. Yeah, that's true.
because I just remember, like yesterday night, my husband was saying he was going to make a list of the changes. Like
Really?
Yes.
In your marriage, before, like from the Aisha of before
Yes.
to the Aisha
I
of
thought you were going to
mom
do
of
the
one,
same
mom
for
of
him
two,
too.
mom of three. Wow,
We change.
it's true, Sha.
And you know that, let me now tell you something. Because you are so used to a particular version of your spouse, you will now struggle with reconciling with the new version. Like, but I used to like this before. What's not the problem?
Like I realized that my husband actually grew very, very quiet. Before he was
He's
very
tired.
when we were
He's
younger.
very old.
I'm telling you, when we were younger, like the beginning stages of our mind, every weekend they come out. Now, when we go for movies, this nigga is sleeping before
He's
the film.
tired.
I just said, let's stop the
He's
movie now.
tired.
Let's do it in our parlor. So that when you sleep, I'll pause it.
He's tired.
Tomorrow we'll come back and we'll come. He's tired. And then they don't
And
rest.
then, do you
Men
guys
don't
have
rest.
like a wide age gap?
No, we're in the same Gen X.
Okay,
this
now.
thing
Not
together.
even that. My husband and I, our age difference is like 9 years.
Oh.
So now tell me a man that is 9 years older than me, he's not tired. He's more tired than
He's
I
more
am. Even
tired
I'm
than
tired,
you.
but he's more tired than
He
I
needs
am.
more vitamins than you.
Exactly. So
Yes, I
like
see.
there are some things that probably there were things that even myself I felt like I'll just let it go. That's
I have
what
a
it
question
is.
for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so my cousin, right? She this guy that I know from my secondary school wanted a wife, and then I'm like, okay, see my cousin, like, what's up? And he's like, okay, it's going on fine. But then the girl now complained to me that there was a time when they were talking, and he said that, you're eating shawarma. Me in my house, I'm not going to be doing all these things. Oh, no going out, no. And she was worried. And me too, by extension, I'm like, okay, I understand
Wait,
if
I
you're...
don't know, because she's eating shawarma.
Yes, to him, she'll be cooking. If she wants to eat shawarma, she will make it in the house. Do you know? You get what
So
I
they are
mean?
still together.
I don't know. To her, she was worried and she was asking me like, this is what's happening. And then me, I told her, okay, why don't you stick around some more and still see if
Ask
he
questions.
means
Ask
it.
him questions.
Yes, if
because
he means
it seems like someone that is straightforward. It seems like someone that will not mind.
It's good that he's actually straightforward, but then
so
can
you ask him
handle
questions.
this?
You know when you poke somebody small, like maybe sometimes when they are you guys say you don't hang out because of where you are.
Hang out how? The guy will come and see you now.
They can
Yes,
go out.
they can go
And so
out.
maybe when they are going, like, let's go and eat something. You will not make it like, when we get married, we will not be going out. Then if you are still there, you not pack your bag and
That
go.
means you know that he actually means it. I'll suggest that to her.
You know when
I think I'll do that.
I'll be like, Aisha, you cook a lot. I just carry and be like, oh really? I cook a lot. I cook. Oh, I will not dispute that fact. But when I'm tired, cooking? I don't.
Really?
But I have kids that love to eat. So let's see, I don't do any other thing for my kids.
It's true, Sha.
So that's
the least you can do. And do school runs. You just pick up and drop off.
And the pick up self, I'm not the one driving the car. I'm not the one, but you get, I'm there. And I don't bait them. I don't do their homeworks for them. They have lessons teacher.
Really?
So what is now
true. What is your impact? What are you contributing to their life?
So you see, when I tell my children I'm traveling, they will ask me, so we'll cook for us. I'll be like, oh.
So that's what mommy is known for.
Exactly.
Every day she's making a wedu. Every day on her.
Because they like it. That's what they like.
I like a wedu too. When I send me pack of a wedu.
Don't worry, I will.
Okay.
I will.
So let me see. Can I even remember what we'll be talking? We'll be talking for so long. What is our recap on the green flags? Okay, somebody who's empathic. Somebody who has a good relationship with their mother. Somebody who is kind. Abi, what else?
And please don't be with a jobless man. It's a red flag.
What is a jobless man? Abuja man that is chasing contracts is a jobless man.
Okay, when that contract is not working, what is he doing?
Most of them do nothing. Nothing.
Where is getting the fuel money to go and stay in those offices?
Most of them, they live from contract to contract.
That's already a man that is working. I know those ones that they don't have anything at all now, but they are chasing contracts. They've not even done any contract. Maybe the last time they did any contract was maybe February last year.
February last year is even closed now. February last year and February this year is closed.
It's 1 year now. Some
people do 4 years ago contract too.
And so now,
and 4 years ago that
money is still there.
So don't worry somebody like this. Abi?
I feel like if you are doing something and it's not working out yet, at least have a side of something else that is footing your bill.
How much do you think is an ideal income?
There's no ideal income.
So she should marry somebody that brings in a total of 50K per month.
If that is what, if you are with somebody, see, let me tell you something. One thing I believe in any kind of relationship with anyone, you will know a man that has prospects and is married prospect like that too.
Married prospect.
No, let me tell you, a man that is a contractor that is chasing contract. You say he has prospect that he will soon get
not
the
that
contract.
kind of prospect too.
Now let me give you an instance. Let's say a man, when you guys got married, he was probably doing like a 9 to 5 in a ministry, and his salary is like 85,000. But this man, when he closes from his 9 to 5,
you're gonna do Uber.
Not something like that.
Yeah, he's hustling for more.
You know that this person will not settle for less. You see those kind of people, it is easier to be married to
or even
such
somebody
person
that is chasing an education, somebody that is in school,
that wants to better himself for more this thing. Because that way you know that yes, he's trying to do. Not better. The one that after the night will come and say, "Oh, I'm tired. That's what I have. People should manage it."
Oh, I know somebody like that too. It's not easy, but give me one thing that you wish you knew before you married.
One thing I wish I knew.
Yes.
Fights. Everything is not fights.
Abi, I always tell people it's two of you against the world, not you against each other.
Everything is not fights instead, because if you are married to a strong-willed person, because what he will do is what he will still do. There are ways, and it is nice to listen to advice from married people, but at the end of the day, do what works for you.
That's it. Everybody's story is different.
I wish I knew that. What works for everybody is different. Even if you are married to siblings, what's working for you, your marriage will not work for you.
Of course, that's true.
So it's better you know that, know the truth and accept it.
Okay, so let's close. This is the final question now. Just sharp answer. what is the most important thing of value for you in your relationship?
Thing of value. Trust.
All right.
To be able to trust me, as in, even if you
He
see
should
me
trust you,
doing
or should
something,
trust him both ways.
both ways, trust both goes ways, and respect. I believe that if you respect me enough, you should, even if you don't trust, even if there is a doubt, I thought that I
should talk
respect
to me about
Aisha's
it.
decision. I trust that she will do so well. Like, I believe respect and trust goes hand in hand. Because respect is reciprocal, it goes both ways. The same way trust. And the trust is not about, this man will not do this. But you know, to an extent, like somebody that, like, if something is wrong with me and I need someone to stand, I can come out and I'm rest assured that I'm in good hands.
Yeah. I think that's something else again. When you're marrying someone, pick a man that can handle affairs.
Yes.
When you're in trouble, this man can actually stand for you and help you clear all these issues.
And opposite me, I'm the kind of person that if I'm in trouble, I will use my mouth. I will insult the person and be able to go out of it. But you see, my husband is the reasonable one.
Yes.
I'm not.
Last week I was fighting inside. I almost fought with this woman inside train. It was my husband that was like, yeah, because
there was a day that FRS stopped me. They were carrying me into one room. I told them I'm not going anywhere. I parked in the middle of the road, and I was so lucky that my husband was in town because he doesn't even work here. So I just called and said FRS stopped me and they are taking me to room, and I said I'm not going anywhere again. And because my husband is an officer, like my sister always says, because your husband is an officer, that's how you did.
Your husband is an officer. More soldier man wife.
It's not soldier, it's custom.
It's the same thing. Uniform office.
You see, when he now got there, like I called him, I was like, see, they stopped me, and he came. Immediately, he was talking to them. Me, I just opened boots, carried my load, and put in the car that I came with. I said, it's your car they catch, it's not me.
Solve the problem.
The man said, yeah, the one spoiling this woman. She insulted us. I said, sir, I did not insult you. You were carrying me to
unknown location,
a lonely road. I will not follow you.
Honestly, you they carry me go.
As I looked at the mirror, I saw my husband behind me. I said, I don't come on fast. Like, what happened there? This is the guy said that when I left, they were just laughing. What kind of woman is this?
You they carry me go. I don't know.
Me and I insulted you before anybody come and
please don't insult police officer.
But you know how rude these people can be. They tell you to open your door and they enter into your car.
They like to terrorize
I don't allow anybody enter my car. I tell them security people, you're not even supposed to enter my car. Do I know you? What if you have hepatitis B? You now come and pass.
They carry me go where I don't know. Okay, so with that, we're going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and what again? Share. And I'm going to link all of Aisha's things, everything. I'll link Aisha's business on the caption. So please follow her to like and subscribe, watch her channel, and then thank you so much. See you on the next one. Bye.